everyone, I'm Zilla and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to talk to you all about being a Christian who's married to an atheist. Before I start that, I'd just like to tell you a little bit about myself. By the way, I'm just back from church and I got the idea to record this video when I was in the shower yesterday. I was thinking about it and I was thinking, there's going to be a lot of people that are in the same situation that I am in. Before I get into this video, let me just give you a little bit of a backstory. I was actually living in this very street when I met my husband. I met my husband on a dating site, and I just want to say to all women and men out there, don't be afraid to be open. And I guess I was naive, and I'm thankful that I was really naive when I met my husband. I actually didn't prepare this video. I thought I'm just going to speak from my heart. And the reason why I've decided to record this video is because I've been seeing a lot of older women on Instagram talking about starting a YouTube channel after your 40s or your 50s. And I've been on YouTube for many years, but it's been a long time since I've actually recorded long form content. I actually got a bit disillusioned, I will say, and I decided that I wasn't going to record videos anymore. And some time ago, I think a few months ago, I decided that I'm going to upload shorts onto my YouTube. All the shorts that I upload for my Instagram, I'm going to upload onto my YouTube channel. And I was very happy with that, and I got a few followers or subscribers from posting shorts. And then it occurred to me that I've got a channel. Why not post on this channel and see how it goes? And all this talk about easy mode, and I will tell you the reason why I really got burnt out on YouTube is the editing. I am self-taught. I don't have any experience with technology. I'm not a tech-savvy person. When I was living in the streets, I can remember being a person that was scared of technology. I wouldn't try anything. And I don't know why, but I just challenged myself to start a YouTube channel and learn about editing and just start posting on YouTube. Anyway, long story short, when I was living in the street, I actually met my husband. Like I said, I was on a dating site. I won't mention that dating site. On the dating sites, you've got an option to select, the kind of person you'd like to meet, and whether you want a smoker, whether you somebody with pets, you can choose all those options. And I always say to my husband, he slipped under the radar because I didn't actually notice that he was atheist, or so he says. And as our relationship continued, we didn't talk about it much in the beginning, and by the time we'd started developing feelings for each other, that is when it became apparent. And I'm fumbling a bit because I didn't really record this, prepare a script for this video, because I just wanted to speak from my heart. And like I was saying, I say to my husband, he slipped under the radar because I didn't actually realize that he was atheist. Well, that's what he said back in the day. And he's since changed, and then he started saying he's agnostic. And I was always open to the fact, that I might meet somebody, or shall I say, I was open to meeting somebody who was agnostic, because I thought, well, if they're agnostic, they're not saying they don't believe in God, they just neutral, and I was okay with that. But then I met my husband, and he comes along and he tells me, after a few months, he was saying he's an atheist. And that was really hard for me in the beginning. I really struggled with that, and I was heartbroken. And yeah, what can I say? I was already in love with him, and I guess there was no turning back from there. But I must say that as we got to know each other, and even though he said that he's an atheist and he doesn't believe in God, well, he still says he doesn't believe in God. That hasn't changed. I must say that I've spoken to him a lot about the subject, and I explained to him that he could not be the person that he is without having some religious influence in his life. And as we got to know each other, I learned more about him, of course, and I realized that he did have some kind of religious influence in his life. When he was growing up, he went to boarding school and they went to church and all those sort of things, and that's why he is a person that's got we share the same values. So it was very hard for me to learn that he doesn't believe in God, because I was like, here's a person, he's a good man, he's got the same values and principles and morals that I have, and I'm a Christian. Anyway, I think I better move from here before people, start thinking I'm suspicious. I'll just drive to the shop across the road, and that's another reason why I loved living here. The shop was just across the road. It was a brand new house, and yeah, my single life began in this road, in that house that we passed, but I won't point out the house. But that's a video for another day. So if you're enjoying this video so far and you want to support me and you want to help other people to hear the message, to understand what it's like being married to somebody who doesn't believe in God and they Christians, please share this video. It might just help somebody else that's struggling. And maybe if you feel like it, I would really appreciate it if you gave me a like, and left a comment, because it's going to help me. I believe the algorithm will show this video to more people, and there might just be somebody out there that needs to hear this message today. So like I said, I'm going to continue talking, but I'll just move from where I am now. Even though my husband is not a Christian and he doesn't believe in God, he doesn't stop me from going to church. He doesn't stop me from practicing anything in my home. Like for instance, I'm gonna say he doesn't object to me praying before we eat. If anything, he'll actually remind me, like if we're sitting down to have a meal and I've forgotten to pray, he'll say something like, have you forgotten something? And then I'll say, oh yeah, and then I'll pray. So he doesn't mind that I pray when we eat, but he will never pray. And he doesn't mind if I read my Bible. He doesn't mind that I put my tithes in. He'll even remind me to put my tithes in. Back in the day when I wasn't so good with my tithes, he'd remind me and say, oh, by the way, have you put your tithes in? Also remind me that I'm getting late. Like on a Sunday morning, I'm always flustered and rushing for whatever reason. I'm not organized, and that really has to change. He'll remind me, that I'm getting late. He'll take down my hat. He'll ask me, what color hat are you wearing today? Because we wear hats to church. And, on the first Sunday, we take something, maybe whatever, biscuits or whatever you can. We'll take something to church, and we'll just all bring something so we can have a cup of tea after church, and we'll have biscuits or whatever people choose to bring. So he'll even remind me, don't forget to take your biscuits or whatever it is that I'm going to be taking on that day. And like I was saying, he definitely doesn't stand in my way, and he doesn't make it an issue, and he's okay with me celebrating Christmas, because according to him, he celebrates Christmas. And I'm like, well, how can you celebrate Christmas if you don't believe in God? And I'm not saying that it is going to be the same for everyone, but I think, being open to the idea of dating somebody that doesn't believe in God is not a bad thing. You need to figure it out for yourself, and you need to decide, if this person has the same values and morals as you have. And that is the most important thing. It doesn't matter whether they believe in God or they don't believe in God. Well, that's just how I feel. That's not important, because I was married to somebody that was a Christian or is a Christian, believes in God, but he did things that were not very Christian-like, So I don't believe that being a Christian allows you to judge. You never know, you might be the reason why that person becomes a Christian. And if they decide not to become a Christian, that's all right as well. As long as you are upholding your Christian values, you're doing what you are supposed to as a Christian, you're being an example in your home, you're living a life that's aligned with Christian values. And it's hard. It's really hard. I'm not saying that it's a bed of roses, but it is definitely doable. And sometimes I feel down and I'm not really in the mood to go to church, or I'm struggling with whatever I'm struggling with at the time. I'm just not in a good space mentally or emotionally. And on those days, he'll actually drive me to church because he knows it's important to me. He does attend some of our church activities. He just feels how he feels, and he doesn't want to convert to being a Christian, and that's all right. I'd better get on my way, and I'll talk to you all as I'm driving home. Like I said, I'm just coming from church, and I'm in my old stomping ground where I used to live. I don't know, but I love coming here from time to time. I decided that this is where I want to record my video and not to start another channel, and I'm going to see how I go. Let's see how the easy mode is going to go, because I'm going to record this video and I'm going to upload it. Like they said, easy mode, go for done and not for perfect. And if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I'll encourage you to start the channel. You'll just figure things out as you go. And they say that you don't have to have a niche, because you are the niche. And you've got life experience, and you can talk about things, and you can share those experiences with other people. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm sharing my life story. I'm sharing my view of Christian being married to somebody that's an atheist. Well, he doesn't say he's an atheist anymore. It caused a lot of angst in our home, but he still says he doesn't believe in God. And what can I do? What can I say? It's not my job to change him. It's a hard enough job for me to change myself, so I'm not going to try and change him. It's not a problem for us. And now I'm on my way home. He's just sent me a message asking me what time I'm going to be home, because he wants to take me out for lunch. So that's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of the afternoon. And I'm trying to think about things to share with you all, because like I said, it's not a scripted video. I haven't even made notes, because I want to speak from my heart. I think that's important, that I speak from my heart. And when I think about something, I'll just tell you what's on my mind. Hopefully there's something in there for someone. Just to digress a bit and make this video not so boring, I read this thing that said Pisces and Leos are an unlikely match. And by the way, my husband and I are together for 12 years. He doesn't believe in God, and I am a practicing Christian.
Your heart, keep it in your pocket for safekeeping. Don't ever let nobody be the reason you throw it out, you stop caring about it. Don't let your head get in the way, can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try and you try really hard, but sometimes you fall. Yeah, sometimes you fall. Say I'm not sensitive, but I can sense if it's right for me. Don't let your head get in the way, can't be defined by your mistakes. You know you try and you try really hard, but sometimes you fall. Yeah, sometimes you fall. but sometimes you fall.
Well, we've come to the end of another video. If you've enjoyed watching this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you enjoy watching fashion, travel and lifestyle videos, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to press the little bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. For fashion inspiration, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm Style Queen Zilla.